Hello, this is Crypto Neptune, and in today's video, we're going to have a quick check-in on Telcoin's price, talk about why it's soaring, and also how to buy Telcoin, where can you go to buy it. So we're going to pack that all in this video. And remember, guys, nothing I say is financial advice. So looking pretty strong here with Telcoin, and we're up 18.66% over the last 24 hours. So it's been holding pretty strong. There was like a little bit of a pullback to 0.005. And since we've picked up steam and more momentum, and it's just been on the backs of the announcement of Telcoin officially being a digital asset bank from a regulatory perspective. And it's just pretty much changed the game of how we're doing things. And the current market cap is 611 million and 11, almost 12 million in trading volume over the last 24 hours. So the volume has really picked up, and this is a great sign. And then on the week, up 47.61%. So again, we were down here at the 0.003 level, and then boom, just kind of went up there. Yeah, and then here's the picture of the kind of the historic event of Telcoin Digital Asset Bank. And as you can see, it is the only one digital asset depository institution charter. It is the only one ever created in the United States. So this will be kind of the framework for anyone wanting to be a digital asset bank in the future, or how to essentially merge blockchain technology with traditional rails. So this is kind of what's happening there. And also like what has been the factor as far as this momentum with Telcoin has just been listings. So here's a listing, Uphold listed. That was a huge catalyst right after the Nebraska Department of Finance kind of finalized everything with that naming of the digital asset bank. But yeah, right after that, same within a few hours, Uphold listed Telcoin, which was a huge catalyst because they have a lot of institutional buyers, and their projects they like listing utility coins. So it's a perfect fit for Telcoin. And then Topper is another listing for Telcoin. It's just been a nice little stream of listings. And then KCEX has also listed Telcoin. And then the MEXI listing, at least the MEXI futures listing, was also added. So that's just been more and more attention and eyes on Telcoin. So you're asking essentially, where can you buy Telcoin? And Telcoin Community Hub, and that was set up by Blue Lights and BZ. But here, if you go, there should be, well, let me go back here. Let me go, yep, there's a button, where to buy Telcoin. And it's going to give you like a list of options of where you can go buy Telcoin. So Telcoin Wallet, that's one option. And for Telcoin Wallet, how to buy is, let's see if we can scroll down. It should be like a little point here. Yeah, hold on. Waiting for this to kind of scroll over and then stop it. So essentially, how to buy, you can essentially download the Telcoin app. I'll leave my referral link in the YouTube description if you want to use it. But you hit deposit, and you can either fund it with crypto, or you can use like a debit card option. So in this example, they show like a debit card option and they go through Transact. So I've heard some people been able to use Transact with the debit card, and other people have had to essentially send crypto from another exchange into the Telcoin wallet. So you may have to do that option too. That's what I do. But there's the debit card, and then you'll have to purchase USDC, confirm, and then once you get your USDC, then you can swap for whatever coin you want on the Telcoin wallet. So that's kind of how that is set up. So it's on Polygon. So remember, if you are, let's say you're going to fund your wallet with crypto and you're going to send it from another exchange, you're gonna need to make sure it's either USDT or USDC on the Polygon network. That's the most important thing, because if you fund it on another blockchain, the funds will never get to your Telcoin wallet. So it has to be whatever stablecoin, and it has to be on the Polygon network. So we have to emphasize that. But so yeah, so you can buy that way. And essentially how it works is, for you, for example, each time you refer somebody to the Telcoin app, each time they make a swap or a transaction, you get a percentage of those transaction fees. And I know the Telcoin Association had it set up to where pretty much kind of like the more you individually transact, you get a percentage of those fees as well. I know they're going through like a little bit of a adjustment period on how they're going to do that piece of it, but that's kind of how the gist of it is set up. And there's other ways you can buy, like on the base app, and then you can buy on exchanges like Uphold. I believe Uphold, is there rewards? Hold on, let's go to Uphold, because I know they had something out there about the listing, but I don't remember if they had something kind of pointing out. Let's see. So we're going to scroll down. Yeah, it just kind of talks about Telcoin here. And yeah, they talk about Telcoin has been trending quite a bit. So that's why it's been spiking. Yeah, it says listing alert, Uphold rewards members can now trade Telcoin exclusively for the next 24 hours. Oh, okay. So that was people that already had Uphold. They got access to trade first, I believe. So that's kind of what happened there. So anyway, how essentially, so Uphold is another option where you can go and buy Telcoin. It's in a centralized exchange. You will have to log on to the website, fill out your information, personal information. But then here, like you see, there's a buy button. And like with a lot of these exchanges, you can link a bank account or a debit card. Yeah, so you can come here and also do that as well. Or if you already have other crypto in the wallet, you can use that crypto to swap for whatever you want. But yeah, there's like a little buy button here. The deposit means most likely depositing from your bank account or your debit card, so you can fund your account. So that's an option too. But yeah, so there's a button there. Normally there's a button there, and then it'll ask you how you want to fund it: debit card, bank account. But yeah, so this is a new listing. And again, this is all here under markets. You can also buy these like on, and there's a whole list here of centralized exchanges, and like you can click the different options. Let's see, what's one? Let's just pick on Bitrue to see what that pops up. Yeah, so this is again, it's another exchange. You log in, you sign up, and essentially you would get the option to buy. So cool there. So again, it's up to you where you want to buy. Like if you already have, like some people have KuCoin, Bybit, Mexi. Like if you already have one of these exchanges, you can do that as well. You can just, if you already signed up on one of these exchanges already, then essentially you can go there and buy, and you'd be good to go. Decentralized exchanges, these here are a little different. These here, you would need to have like a MetaMask or Rabby wallet. So you'd have to have your own personal wallet to connect over here, and then you could swap for the token that you like. So let's see, base. Do they have liquidity? Yeah. So you could buy on something like Uniswap. You would have to just have the crypto assets within your MetaMask or Rabbit wallet. So, for example, you would need to have ETH on base in order to get your Telcoin. So, however much you had, then you buying your TEL, and you're good to go. Uh, let's see. Well, do they have the liquidity on that side? They may not have liquidity on that. Let's do regular Ethereum. So we'll do, if it'll let me do regular Ethereum. Regular ETH, and then let's do TEL. Yeah, so again, these are just like hypothetical situations. So it looks like most likely the liquidity is on regular Ethereum, and it'll tell you how much TEL you get. So just pay attention to that. It'll let you know like whether you can make the swap or not. It'll, if it's not showing you can do it, then there's not enough liquidity with that pair, if that makes sense. So yeah, so you have this option too to, if you want to go the decentralized route. Balancer is another option here too. But again, it is cool that we have this one-stop shop of these listings, and these listings are going to continue to grow, and they're going to add more and more and more here, to where Telcoin is going to be easily acceptable to buy, accessible to buy. Excuse me. So looking good there. Let's see. Let's go back to the homepage. But yeah, so essentially, telcoinhub.com. Click here to markets, and it gives you all these options which you could pick from to buy Telcoin, or which one is best for you. So hope that makes sense. But again, exciting stuff for Telcoin. A nice little run up here to 0.0064. Volume looking pretty good. Holders, I want to say the holders are probably increased. So holders are continuing to increase. But again, you can come here to Telcoin Hub, and there's like just a list of all the different things here. So that's essentially it. Just want to hop on, show you the momentum that Telcoin has based off the announcement of the announcing of the digital asset bank, and that being kind of signed by legislation, talking about the new listings, and then kind of where to buy. So I hope you gain some value from this video. I want to thank you for listening, and thanks for stopping by.